Well, I posted in a previous video earlier this week when I was struggling with my depression that I was going to try to implement some of my daily coping mechanisms. And I did. And I went out to the woods like I do every weekend when I'm off of work to spend time with my old friends and family in the camps in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And I spent a lot of time in one particular camp where my best friend is located. And the truth is, I was just looking to get out of my own negative headspace and have some enjoyment of life with people that I care about, that I know have as good of a sense of humor as me. But unfortunately, that was missing this weekend. And I can't really blame anyone for that because we all struggle, right? And some days we just don't feel like joking around. I get that, but maybe it was selfish because it was something I needed, but I also feel like it helps them as well. And sometimes I just can't help them get out of that headspace, which frustrates me even further. And there were a few bigger occurrences. I gave a friend my debit card to go get cigarettes, and I know you shouldn't do things like that, but I've known this person for a long time, and I'm not sure what happened, but there's some money missing off of my card, a pretty significant amount. And you know what? Lesson learned. If I give anything to people from now on, it will be me using the card and nobody else will have access to that information. I mean, the solution is simple. I'll just pay the things that I needed to pay on this paycheck next week, and I'll cancel my card and I'll start over. I'm not going to take it to heart so much that it changes who I am. I refuse to allow life to do that to me any longer. I mean, if I did that, I would change every 5 minutes how I felt about giving to people or trusting people. And I'm just not going to do that because like I said, I believe that God has a purpose for me and for everybody else out here. And the biggest part of that purpose is to love each other, right? So when we allow ourselves to be clouded by disillusionment and by the bitterness of the bad things that happens, how can we focus on the good? And my focus is going to be on the good because the bad just feels too bad. You know what I mean? I have a poem that I wanted to read where I was kind of inspired, not necessarily in a good way, but inspiration comes in all forms. And I left my notebook sitting over here, so let me just go grab it real quick. Stay with me. It's really good. I promise. So I wrote this poem about a close friend of mine that I feel like is going through a hard time. And sometimes our emotions tend to affect our friends, and his emotions affected me, and my emotions affect him. And that's okay because that's all a part of friendship. But I hope that the next time we spend time together, maybe we can enjoy things and maybe I can actually help cheer him up instead of him staying in his negative headspace. Most of the time, he does seem to do a little better whenever I come around. I like to think that that's me affecting him because I love him and I want to be able to help the people I care about. To the latest friend that hurt me, I still love you, but I'm angry. What more do I have to do to make you happy? I know my gifts can't change your life overnight, but can't they change the moment? Isn't that what counts? Call me crazy, but it's those little moments where I can relax with my friends that make me happy. But don't get me wrong, I'm there for the hard stuff too. It's just that I've already proven that. So why am I the friend you unload on? I just needed your humor, and I know it's not only about me, but I also know that laughing helps you too. So why didn't you at least try? At times like this, I can't help but wonder why people resist happiness. I can't fault you for it. You're the only one who can choose whether to laugh or cry. I'll still be here, wondering why.